Hello, beautiful one. In the first place, there is no mystery in what is being preached in the context of the Spirit, because the Spirit is truth. And if mystery is something that is shadow, like the vision of the twilight without any external light, then the truth is like the sunshine. That's why Jesus says, I'm the light of the world. Jesus told about his miracle that you believe because not because you understood what my miracles, but only because you got what you wanted. So in your life, if a miracle happens, it is something that you got, not because you could understood what exactly is happening. That is the phenomenon. That is the science of Jesus Christ. What little I know, I try to make video, but not in the form of the mystery, but in the form of the science. So far as I can reason it out, I will do so. But as to what I do not know, I will simply tell you that it is what the scriptures say, and you can go and refer yourself, but not in the form of the mystery. Because if I tell you something that is unclear, and if you believe it, then it is wrong to believe blindly. Nobody believed Jesus blindly because he was the light of the world. We know his stories that he was a person who was giving light to a person was calling the name of the Jesus, son of David, and Jesus goes to that person and asks, what do you want? He says that I want to live again. And if you go to the John the gospel, you will find that this event of giving eye to a person who was born blind is very profound event of that time. And that's why it is not Jesus who's teaching you to believe blindly. Go for it, understand it. You must exercise your own reason and understanding. And how can you do it? By practice. Without practice, religion is just a mental gymnastic or entertainment and nothing else. See whether these things happens or not. Get one mustard seed of faith and go near a mountain and ask a mountain to move. And if the mountain moves by your saying, then you can believe that you have this faith. Otherwise, why not? Mountain, let's not take this so literal to go like a crazy person and ask a mountain to move. And why should you move the mountain? There are so many plants there, trees there, animals there, and life is dependent on the mountain. Ecosystem is dependent. Why should you go and move the mountain? For no reason, because it can affect the people. But by the word mountain, we can mean there are many like problems that comes in our life. There are many struggles that come in our life. If we are really having this faith, then we can fight any situation and win it. And when you can do it, then you can say, yes, I have the faith. Otherwise not. This is a science. It is not just about miracle. Jesus says himself, I repeat, he said that you believe not because you understood my miracle, but only because you got what you wanted. Just as you would take up any other science, exactly in the same manner you should take up this science for study, for understanding, for life. There is neither mystery nor any danger in it. So far as it is true, it ought to be preached in public street. Jesus says, go out and spread the good news in broad daylight. Any attempt to mystify these things is productive of the great danger. Only the miracle preaching is dangerous. Because with the exception of the spirit, everything else is material. Even what we call energy is also a form of material. Either you call material or you call energy. It all mean same. And even our mind is a finer matter than the external instruments that we see around. That's why by our thought we can bring change in the world. That's why there are entire science of new age, this law of attraction, etc. come, because mind is also a matter, but it is very fine. Just this is the spirit that is immaterial, that is transcendental. Jesus says no one has seen the Father. Mind is an instrument, as it were, in the hands of the soul that you have, we all have, through which the soul catches the external object, and it is the spirit that is inside the soul, that is everywhere, that is the reality of this soul. What is soul? What is the nature of the soul? Soul is something that is defined when we define our reality through the context of the external world, then we call the spirit as the soul, that everybody else has soul. But when we go deeper into the understanding, through the scripture says, in the beginning there was a word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. By this word everything is created. If you go to this word by which everything is created, then you can understand that not even a single thing in this creation, not just because the scripture says it, but you have experienced it yourself, that not even a single thing in this creation is without this word. And we worship, we love the Christ through this word, that through him everything, it is like the pearls are woven into the thread, and this thread is the spirit. But if you see every single pearl, then you will call it soul. But if you see the totality of all this, all this pearls in a ornament, or into the garland, or whatever we wear, then you can say the thread on which it is weaved is called the spirit. And God is a spirit, and only by the power of the God's spirit we can understand how the divinity is. So this is what the Christ is teaching us always, and he's saying that, I repeat one final time to say you bye for now, because Jesus says that God is a spirit, and only by the power of God's spirit. That's why he's preaching the spirit, and that's why he says that you believe in me not because you understood my miracle, but because you got what you wanted. So if we can overcome what we want, so many miracles happens in life of everybody, every one of us, when we believe. But all the time we have some want in us to get healed from some disease, to get some problem solved, or to get some ambition fulfilled. In all the cases we are getting what we want, but when we rise above what we want, then we can understand the reality beyond our want, beyond our desire, beyond our anything. That's why then we can understand that what this science is. It is not miracle anymore. It becomes a science when we can rise above our limited want or ambition. Thank you so much for being here. I truly thank you for your presence. May God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I only make this video for one reason, that I can pray for you, and I am praying even right now. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Thank you.